Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small-town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Looking for something to do this Friday night? Come see Cody Hicks with an acoustic show live at the Keswick Tavern, 117 South Irons in Keswick. It's this Friday, January 31st from 8 to 11 p.m. Plus, there's no cover charge. You're going to hear all your favorite tunes acoustic style with Iowa's Cody Hicks this Friday from 8 to 11 at the Keswick Tavern, now under new ownership with Ike Schmidt. Johnny Rogers with the history of rock and roll is coming to the Watch Your Opera House this Saturday, February 1st from 6 to 8 p.m. featuring the music of Buddy Holly, Elvis Presley, Richie Valens, The Big Bopper, Ricky Nelson, the Everly Brothers, and so much more. Tickets are $30, which you can purchase at the door or online at watchyouroperahouse.org. Come and see Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Johnny Rogers this Saturday, February 1st at the Watch Your Opera House.
Hi, I'm Brenda Pape, owner of the Unique Salon here in Oskaloosa, Iowa, and we are hiring a hairstylist. This station could be yours if you're interested in the job here at the Unique Salon. We have openings for a commission-based stylist or even a rental stylist. So if you're interested, please get back to me at the Unique Salon, 673-4969. Thank you.
And welcome in. It is time for high school basketball here on Steve Shetler Media on a Friday night. We are in Pekin tonight. Pekin taking on Highland. And we do thank all of our sponsors for making things possible. And that includes Barn, Wired, and Sigourney, Fremont Funeral Chapel, Shetler Insurance Services, Oski Dental, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Federation Bank, Helmuth Ford, Son-in-Law Services, Serve Pro, and Nutrien Ag in Hedrick. All on board as sponsors of Pekin basketball. Josh Clubb hanging out with us this evening once again for the play-by-play. And Josh, we got about a minute and a half before the starting lineups tonight. What are some of your thoughts heading into the game?
Well, we look at the two records, conference game, obviously, Highland and Pekin. Highland comes in at 13-6, Pekin at 7-10. These two teams played earlier this year back on January 3rd, and Pekin was able to pull the upset because at the time Highland was rated in Class 2A, but Pekin able to pull the upset there when 54-49. Highland went through a little bit of a rocky road before regrouping and getting back on winning track. Their last five, they are 3-2 with losses to Sigourney and Columbus and wins against Waco, Wapello, Winfield, Mount Union. The Panthers are 2-3 over the last five contests, with losses to Hillcrest, Lone Tree, and Louisa Muscatine, and picked up a couple wins against Cardinal and Fairfield. Of course, we were on hand for the Cardinal matchup here Monday night, and Pekin got that victory. As far as these two teams and leaders go, Highlands led by Cameron Fink, the freshman, averages 15.5 points per game, 34% from the field, 26% from beyond the arc. She's also the team's rebounding leader with 15.2 rebounds per game. And she is second in assists with 2.7 per game for the Panthers. Anna Hadley leads the way scoring-wise, averaging 10.8. Right behind her is Abby Geis with 9.1, and then Renee Eubanks with 9. And it is senior night here, so Renee Eubanks, one of the seniors, the only senior actually on the basketball team, if I do remember correctly. I think that is correct, but so seniors will be recognized here tonight. Rebounds leader is Abby Geis with 10, averaging just over 10 rebounds per game, and Renee Eubanks is the assist leader with 2.7. Paisley Coleman right behind her at 2.6. It's kind of where they stand as we get ready for the starting lineups here in the gym. You'll see them in the background. We'll go through them here momentarily, but Pekin and Highland both getting to that point of the season. Really only about a week to 10 days left of the regular season before we head into postseason play. Coming out first will be Cameron Fink. She will shake hands with Abby Geis there at center point. And then we got Haley Brunn, who will shake hands at center court with Renee Eubanks. And we got number 33, Caitlin Tholman. She's listed as a sophomore, and she'll meet Paisley Coleman. Shake hands at center court. Paisley a sophomore as well. And we got Emerson Schultz for Highland, a junior. And then we got Maddie Petrin coming out for the Panthers. And then we got Katie Herrig for the Huskies and Anna Hadley for the Panthers. That is the two starting lineups here for these two teams, and now we'll listen in on the national anthem.
That was a low-volume rendition of the national anthem, John.
It was very quiet. So we're set to get things off. Second meeting between these two, as I mentioned. And Highland certainly with the better season thus far. But we'll see how this will all play out as I get myself all set up and go. And both coaches are out on the floor. I'm going to wait for them to get off before we get rolling here. So Fink and Coleman will meet at center court. And we're set to go as Coleman tips it to Eubanks. Eubanks can't handle it. Haley Brunn comes up with it. Right side, they're going to try a quick three from Fink, and it's off the front of the rim. No good. Battle for the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touched by Abby Geis of the Panthers. Beacon will keep it, Highland will keep it. Baseline near side of the floor. Struggling to get it in, finally do as they get it back up top. Swing around right wing, driving inside. Ball's tipped by Geis, goes back out to Fink. Fink sends it left side now. Taking three is Thoman. She gets it to go. Petrin brings it up. Sends it right side to Coleman. Back to Petrin. She fires a three, and this is off the mark. Off the heel, rebounded by Highland. And they're going to work quick in transition, to pass down low. Is swatted back out to Fink. As she drives in and puts a shot up, gets it to go. Highland with a 5-0 lead. Petrin right side again to Coleman. Coleman looking inside. Back out to Petrin. She fires a three again. This time she gets it to go. Maddie Petrin opens up the scoring for the Panthers. Fink nearly walked with it, able to get it off. They're going to try another three, and this is an air ball right in the hands of Coleman. That was Schultz that tried that three. As as Coleman just brings it up herself, sends it right side to Petrin. Back to Coleman. Coleman tries a three, and this is off the heel, no good. Rebound down low by Eubanks in a battle for the ball. Comes a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of the Panthers, so they'll keep it with the new shot clock. Get it into Coleman. Coleman right side to Eubanks. Eubanks steps back, thought about a three, but lost a handle on her dribble. They'll swing it back around. Now inside to Geis. Geis, left side of the lane, tries to retreat, has the ball tipped out of her hands, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers, and that only took 10 seconds off the shot clock, so 25 remaining. Paisley Coleman will step low to send it in. Looks backside to Petrin, and it's tipped out of bounds by the Huskies. So they'll try it again from the other side of the lane. Both teams playing with a lot of energy to start. They get it into Eubanks. She drives inside, goes back out to Geis. Geis all the way out of the right wing. Hands it off to Petrin, and Petrin resets. Left side to Coleman, back to Petrin. She fires a three, and this is too strong. Rebounded by Geis, and then Geis has it knocked out of her hand momentarily. It's going to force another jump ball. This time it'll go back to Pekin. Here's a quick three. Taken and missed by Katie Thulman. Geis gets the rebound and brings it all the way up. Hands it off to Eubanks down in the corner. Eubanks in trouble. Dribbles off of it. Tries to throw across the lane. Ends up getting to Coleman. Coleman puts up a tough shot that is tipped out of bounds. Stay with Pekin. 19 seconds on the shot clock. 5:47 here in the first. Coleman gets it into Eubanks, steps back. She fires a three from the far side corner and banks it home. Renee Eubanks gives Pekin their first lead, 6-5 now. Right back down the floor come the Huskies. They work it inside out to Fink, left wing. Throws it across the lane. It was tipped out of the hands of Geis into the hands of Emerson Schultz, and she has it poked out of bounds by Abby Geis. Ezra Parsons is going to check in for Maddie Petrin on the stoppage. And here's Herrig. She gets it into the corner to Schultz. She fires a three, and this is off the mark. No good. Rebounded by Hadley. Hadley clears it out, and Coleman brings him up. Sends it right side to Parsons. Parsons was looking inside for Hadley. Highland able to close the door. Back to Parsons. Parsons fires a three. This is in and out. No good. Rebounded by Highland. Taking it all the way is Herrig. She throws it across the lane, putting up a layup for Schultz. Schultz is no good. Rebounded by the Huskies. Back outside they go. They're going to try another three. This is off the mark. Rebounded by Hadley. Hadley clears it to Coleman. Coleman brings him up the floor. Eubank from the left wing goes to Coleman at the left wing. Inside to Geis. Geis gets a screen from Hadley, puts up a jumper, no good. Rebounded by Anna Hadley. She misses it. Her putback gets the rebound. Putback is no good. Gets the rebound again, puts it back again, and misses it. So Anna Hadley cannot get the lid off. Fink comes up with it quickly down the floor. They get a quick transition bucket from Emerson Schultz. Here's a loose ball kicked by Hadley. It'll go out of bounds. It'll be a turnover for Panthers. As Petrin will now come in for Hadley. Here is Fink for the Panthers. Sends it right side. It's Olivia Edwards. Gets back up to the wing. Go down to the corner and swing it back around. Right wing driving inside is Herrig. She goes, puts a jumper up, and this is off the heel. No good. Rebounded by Coleman. Coleman clears it out, and she's just going to bring him up the floor. Baseball pass to Parsons. He can't handle it. It goes out of bounds on a turnover for the Panthers. Here's Fink that she walks with it, carried it a little too long, knew it right away. Petrin will bring him up. 3:33 to go in this first. Right back to Maddie Petrin. Down to the corner to Parsons. Swing it all the way around right wing to Coleman, who catches and fires a three. And this is a little off the heel. Long rebound goes into the hands of Geis. Geis puts a mid-range jumper back up, and this is no good. Rebounded by Schultz of Highland. Now a pass inside is deflected and then last touched by Highland, so Pekin forces another turnover. 3 minutes, 7 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Highland leads 7-6. Maddie Petrin brings Panthers down the floor. Looking to take the lead. Coleman's going to catch and fire a three from the right wing, and this is too strong. Rebounded by the Huskies. Now a toss down low in the air is tipped. Now they're going to say last touch by Highland. So Pekin will get it, forces another turnover. As Coleman's going to come out and back in will be Hadley. Petrin brings the Panthers up the floor. It's Eubanks with it near side, gets a screen from Petrin. Tries to work off of it, can't, picks up her dribble. In trouble, sends it right side now to Parsons. Parsons looks inside, feeds it to Hadley. Hadley turns, shoots, and gets it to go. That one nearly worked its way out as well. Anna Hadley having struggling a little bit down inside so far. Highland's making a pretty strong effort to keep it out of the hands of Anna Hadley. Here's a pass inside, stolen away by Geis. Just slapped it out of Schultz's or Herrick's hands. Takes it away. Down the floor come the Panthers. Parsons sends one from deep. Ezra Parsons has got three and a timeout called by Highland. With 2:06 to go, 30-second timeout.
And we do thank all of our sponsors that are on board for Pekin basketball here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube. That includes our first quarter sponsor, which is Barn Wired at 119 East Marion in Sigourney. And they are your home for home decor, coffee, and more. Give them a call at 641-622-9912. Had a good time earlier today at Barn Wired for the Iowa Music Showcase. Had a great guest in Corey Waller and the Wicked Things. And, of course, we'll be back there tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for the sports section. We've got the Sigourney Youth Soccer, Sigourney Boys High School Basketball, and Albia Girls Basketball coming in for the sports section.
All righty, out of the timeout, Highland will give it to Haley Brunn, who will bring them up the floor. The Huskies from the right wing try it inside. It's tipped by Petrin into the hands of Renee Eubanks. And another turnover for Highland. They're up to 6 turnovers in this first quarter. Petrin's going to fire a three, and this is an air ball that's caught by Eubanks. Hands it off to Geis, and they're going to say Geis stepped on the baseline during that timeout. Carly Gamble checked in on the floor now. She would have checked in for Parsons. Here's a quick jumper and rattled home by Caitlin Thoman. She's got 5. Panthers wasting no time getting down the floor, and a pass inside is taken away and a foul called on Geis. That is the first foul of the game. Speaking now of 5 turnovers, here comes the Huskies. They're going to lob it inside, and they're going to get an open look for Fink, and she's able to lay it up in and good. She's got 4, and Petrin has it right wing. Tries a bounce pass to Geis. Geis, left side lane, back outside to Gamble. She fires a 3, and this is off the mark. Rebounded by Fink. Fink sends it all the way up the floor, all alone, going up for the layup. Maddie Petrin fouls Emerson Schultz. Good job by Petrin to get back. Just trying to get the block and got some arm. 54.5 remaining. We're tied at 11. And Schultz at the line to shoot 2. Makes the first one. And this is the second, rebounded by Geis. Geis in trouble, needs help. baseball pass up to Hadley at half court. Get it across to Eubanks. Eubanks lobs it into Hadley. Hadley turns, puts up a shot. It is good, and she is fouled. Anna Hadley. They go to the line to try to complete three-point play. Timeout called by Highland. They called that foul on Cameron Fink. And Highland takes their second time out of the quarter with 41.7 remaining.
All right, a full timeout. Again, we do thank Barnwired in Sigourney for being our first quarter sponsor here on Pekin Basketball. We also thank Fremont Funeral Chapel, Shetler Insurance Services, Oski Dental, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Federation Bank, Helmuth Ford, Son-in-Law Services, ServPro, and Nutrien Ag in Hedrick for being on board as sponsors for Pekin Basketball. Coming up next week, basketball-wise, we will have Sigourney at Iowa Valley on Tuesday night. And then next Thursday night, we'll have the Pekin boys at English Valleys. So that'll be our schedule for next week. The following week after that, our last regular season game that we cover will be North Mahaska versus Oskaloosa on February 11th. So the regular season games are dwindling, and we will soon be into postseason here on Steve Shetler Media.
And I do think, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure the girls' postseason bracket for 1A and 2A will be out next week at some point in time. So see how.
I'm holding you to that.
Okay, well, I said don't quote me.
I won't quote you.
Here's Anna Hadley trying to complete the three-point play, and she does not get the roll to front of the rim. Rebounds tipped back all the way outside to Eubanks. Eubanks drains it through. Carly Gamble able to get in on that rebound and tipped it out to Eubanks. Highland wastes no time getting down the floor. Fink connects. She's got 6. Pekin leads by 2. 16 seconds on the game clock. Shot clock is off. Parsons has it in the corner. Brings it out up top to Gamble. Gamble looking to lob it inside to Geis. And this is tipped and taken away. Turned over again, going down the floor and trying to lay up at the end. She's fouled with 4 seconds left. That was Emerson Schultz, who she'll have an opportunity to tie this thing up before we head to the second quarter. There's 4 seconds on the game clock. Cameron Schultz to the line. The foul was on Gamble. Schultz makes the first one. She's got 4. Schultz can't get the second one to go. Pekin, as time expires, is not going to get a shot off. So we will head to the second quarter with Pekin leading 16-15.
All right, we do thank Barnwire. They have sponsored our first quarter, and let's hear from our second quarter sponsor, which is Fremont Funeral Chapel. The staff members at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa will guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. A ceremony can be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. No matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. Let the staff at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa help you in your time of need. Again, Fremont Funeral Chapel, our second quarter sponsor. Get a hold of them at 641-933-4315, Fremont Funeral Chapel. Second quarter is set to begin. Pekin girls ahead 16-15 over Highland. Josh Clubb with your play-by-play. My bad. There you go, Josh.
I just told all the secrets of the world right there before you turned on the microphone. You missed it. Just missed it. Pekin will start with the ball in the second. They're going to send out Coleman, Parsons, Eubanks, Hadley, and Geis. As they try to top it in to Geis, and Pekin's going to start off the second quarter with a turnover. Coming down the floor, Fink. Behind her back, goes inside, sends it down into the corner. They're going to try a three from Haley Brunn, and this is off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Anna Hadley. Hadley clears it out, gets it up to Eubanks. Eubanks, no, a timeout is called by Pekin. 30-second timeout taken by Pekin 20 seconds into the second quarter.
And Fremont Funeral Chapel sponsors our second quarter. I'm interested. I know Pekin girls shot a lot of three-pointers in that first quarter. Any idea how many three-pointers they attempted?
Pekin was 4 for 11 from beyond the arc in the
11.
first. So
Like
11 shots from
NBA numbers.
Yeah, they were not attacking inside, but credit Highland. They really were. They basically had 3 girls around Anna Hadley inside, so they were forcing them to shoot the deep ball. Pekin was, and not
They made 4
horribly.
out. That's not too bad.
No, that's not. Referees stop the game looking for a towel. This head referee, the one with the towel right now, he's extremely animated when he's making calls and stuff. It's pretty fun to watch. But
Chatting it up with the audience over there.
yeah, he's having
working the crowd.
All right. And it'll be set to go. It's Paisley Coleman's at the bench. She's going to send it in to Parsons. Coleman has it up top, right side of Eubanks. Eubanks tries to reverse off a screen, doesn't work, hands it off to Parsons. Parsons left side to Coleman. Coleman right back to Parsons. He's going to fire a 3, and this is off the heel, no good. The rebound actually hit the ground before Anna Hadley grabs it. Her putback is no good, and a foul is going to be called on Geis. Geis has 2 fouls now. 16-15. Here come the Huskies. Brunn sends it all the way across the floor to Schultz. Schultz head fakes, drives inside, kicks it back outside. They're going to try a 3 from Brunn, and this is a little too strong. Rebounded by Fink. Fink tries to save it as she was stepping on the line and cannot. That'll be a turnover for the Huskies. Parsons brings it down the floor. Coleman at the top of the key, looking right side for Eubanks. Doesn't clear out, so she sends it to the corner to Parsons. Parsons lobs it into Hadley. Hadley turns, puts up a shot, no good. Gets her own rebound. Her putback is good. Anna Hadley's got 6. Pekin leads by 3. Here is Brunn. Brunn nearly drug her foot there, but able to hang on. Passes it across court. Thoman sends it back up top now to Herrig. Back to Thoman, back up top. Really trying to get it inside. They finally do get it into Herrig. Herrig able to lay it up in and good. Those are her first 2 points of the game. Here comes Parsons, right wing. Stops and kicks it back to Coleman. Coleman directing traffic. Inside out they go, and a foul is going to be called. Called out on Katie Herrig. That's just the second foul called on Highland tonight. First one of this quarter. Both teams have 1 here in the second. Parsons gathers in the high pass, sends it to Coleman. Now back to Parsons. She fires a 3 again. This is good. Ezra Parsons has got 6. 2 for 4 from beyond the arc. Pekin has a 4-point lead. Here is Fink all the way down to the baseline. Kicks it back outside. All alone and firing a 3. No good for Schultz. Rebounded by Hadley. Hadley gets it up to Parsons. Parsons stops at the right wing. Back up to Hadley, top of the key. Right back to Parsons. Takes another shot. This is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Highlands. Fink. Fink sends it all the way up the floor. Schultz drives inside. She's going to be fouled as she's trying to attack the basket. I believe they're going to get Paisley Coleman on that. We'll wait for the official to signal it. They did get Coleman. That's Paisley's first. And Emerson Schultz will shoot 2 at the line. As we have a young lady tying her shoe. Schultz makes the first one. She's done most free throw shooting for Highland tonight. right at 50%. And she stays at 50%. As Geis brings it up the floor quickly, she gets it to Parsons. Then back in the Geis, she lays it up in and good. First 2 points tonight for Abby Geis. In the corner, that's Schultz driving baseline, and she's going to be fouled by Anna Hadley, I think. Foul is on Hadley. It's her first. Maddie Petron's going to check into the game for Anna Hadley. Speaking Garden down low, forcing Highland to shoot a three, and they do. This is off the side of the rim, right into the hands of Coleman. Eubanks brings him up the floor in a hurry to the right wing. Tosses it to Parsons in the corner. Now to Geis at the baseline. Geis has the pass was jumped and taken away by Thoman. And now there's a walk for Highlands. Katie Herrig, is she? I don't know if she didn't realize she was in the shooting motion or what, but definitely second-guessed herself. Another turnover for the Huskies. And a timeout is going to be taken by Pekin. Their second timeout of the game. They'll have 3 remaining with 4:42 to go. They lead 23-18.
All right, we do thank Fremont Funeral Chapel for being our second quarter sponsor here on Steve Shuttler Media, Pekin basketball coverage. And again, all of our sponsors include Barn Wired, Shuttler Insurance Services, Oski Dental, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, also Federation Bank, Helmuth Ford, Son-in-Law Services, Serve Pro, and Nutrien Ag in Hedrick. At the end of this game, we'll be picking our Son-in-Law Services Pekin Player of the Game, as well as that for the boys game as well, which is coming up here in a little bit. It is senior night. Renee Eubanks off to a good start tonight. She's got a couple of threes, right?
Yes, 2 3-pointers. She got 6 points.
She's off to a fast start. Maybe be a nice way to honor her. But
Yeah.
we'll see how the rest of the game plays out.
Yep, certainly somebody to keep an eye on, especially if she becomes a leading scorer. She's actually got a few defensive rebounds, too, when Highland was, in the early goings, Highland was taking away the inside, and basically Pekin moved Anna Hadley up to the free throw line, and Eubanks went down to the post and getting some rebounds out of the timeout. Parsons is going to shoot a three, and this is too strong. Rebounded, tipped by Geis, but gathered in by Highland. Parsons has attempted 6 threes so far tonight as Highland works it across the court. Driving off the screen is Brunn. She has to hand it off now to Gussman. Gussman in a little bit of trouble, sends it right back down to Brunn. Brunn tries to pass it baseline. It was tipped out of bounds by Abby Geis. Highland will keep it. 16 seconds on the shot clock. 4:15 to go here before halftime. Eric looking to inbound it. In the corner, and then they're going to just dribble back up top. 10 seconds to shoot as they start up their offense again. Back up top. 4 to shoot. Lose a handle on the ball. They get it. Fink takes a shot. It's tipped, and they did not get the shot off. So Fink in desperation. A couple of the Husky girls did not lost track of the shot clock. So it'll be a shot clock violation. Turnover back to the Panthers. Paisley Coleman with it. Up top. She sends it left side to Parsons. Right back to Coleman. She's going to try a three. This is a little strong. And rebounded by Highland. Going all the way the length of the floor is Cameron Fink, excuse me. She drives inside and is fouled on her way up by Paisley Coleman. Coleman's second. And Cameron Fink will go to the line to shoot 2. First one to go is Anna Hadley will check in now for Paisley Coleman. Late sub here. So Herrig will come out. Katie Herrig will come out, and in will come in Emily Herrig. 3:39 to go as Fink gets them both to go. (23-20). Parsons stops inside, puts a mid-range jumper up. This is off the heel, rebounded by Fink. Fink runs the length of the floor, sends it left side to Herrig. Herrig, excuse me, that was Schultz. That lays it up in and good. Guys, baseline drive, stops, spins, gets a jumper up, and this is no good. Rebounded by Fink. Fink has the ball wrapped up by Renee Eubanks, forcing a jump ball. Possession arrow is in favor of Pekin. Coleman will check back in for Petrin. Highland looking to take their first lead since the middle of the first quarter, and they do off a layup by Cameron Fink. And a turnover now by Pekin. It was a kind of let Highland build a run here. I'd be surprised to see a Pekin timeout here if Highland's able to convert again. Outside they go to Schultz. Swing it all the way around. Baseline drive by Thoman. Thoman stops, sends it inside to Herrig, and is tipped by Geis into the hands of Coleman. Coleman lets it clear out. She'll bring him across. 2:25 to go as she crosses half court. Maisie Coleman drives left side of the lane, has the ball tipped, goes out of bounds. Coleman kind of gave up on that, and Highland thought about, or just about got it back. Coleman will inbound a baseline. Sends it all the way up top into the backcourt. Wasn't touched, so it's legal. Parsons just has to get back across. She does. Inside to Hadley. Hadley trying to dribble backwards. Can't do anything with it. Kicks it out. Right back in they go to her. She spins. Drives right side of the lane. She falls down. And they're going to call a travel on Anna Hadley as she spun away. Four turnovers for Pekin in the last minute of play. And Highland's taking advantage. Looking to extend the lead by the three. It is no good. Rebounded by Geis. Geis is getting hacked around. And they're going to get a foul on.
That's a jump ball down here. Jump over here. Come on now.
Called on Fink. That's her second. Team has two. Petrin came back in for Hadley. You get it to Petrin. She fires a three, and this is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Pekin, or by Highland. Highland works it around the arc. Nothing doing. No, they try it with Herrig in the corner. She fires a three. This is off the heel. Long rebound stays with Highland. They're going to go right back inside. Laying it up, no good. Rebounded by Fink. Fink's putback is good. Parsons brings him across. Trailing by 3. Just over a minute to go as Petrin fires and gets a 3 to go. She's got 6. Ties it up at 26. Here is Brunn. Down in the quarter to Thoman. Thoman all the way across the court to Herrig, who fires a 3, or Schultz, excuse me. Gets it to go. Petrin, right wing. Passes it off to Coleman. Down in the corner to Hadley, or excuse me, Geis. Geis tries a baseline drive, and she's fouled by Thoman. Carly Gamble's going to check in. That's the first foul on Thoman. Geis has it at the top, sends left side to Eubanks. Eubanks gets a screen, dribbles around it, fires a three, and this is off the heel. No good. Long rebound is tracked down by Petrin. Petrin gets it to Geis. Geis drives inside, puts a mid-range jumper up, and that's good. .20 to go as Brunn brings it across. Shot clock is off. They send it left side. Thoman drives down to the baseline, 10 to go, and a ball is tipped. She tried to save it after Coleman tipped it. It goes out of bounds off Highland, so Pekin will have it with 9.4 remaining. Get it to Petrin. Petrin gets across with 6 seconds to go. Right back to Coleman, to the left side, to Gamble. Gamble back up top to Coleman, fires a three. It is off the front of the rim, no good, and time will expire. We will head to halftime with Highland leading 29-28.
And we do thank Fremont Funeral Chapel for sponsoring our second quarter. We're going to go to halftime. We'll take a few minutes off here for announcing, and we'll be back here in, 8 minutes or so for the second half. Our halftime is sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services. Stay tuned. More basketball to come here on Steve Shetler Media. All right, we are at halftime. We got about a minute 45 before we get back into the action. Shetler Insurance Services has sponsored our halftime. Let's hear from our third quarter sponsor, which is Oski Dental. Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. And again, we thank Oski Dental for being a big supporter here on Steve Shetler Media and sponsoring our third quarter, which is going to begin here in about 1 minute. Josh Clubb on the play-by-play. And Josh, what's up?
Oh, tight game. It started out after the first quarter. Pekin led by 1, and now Highland leads by 1. Similar scoring. We were at the break, at the first quarter break, it was 16-15, and now we're at 28-29. So pretty even couple of quarters of basketball. We'll see which team can kind of pull away. Both teams have had their runs, and the team's able to close it right back in and tighten this thing back up. So we'll see who can get that final run as we come down to the final minutes. But Pekin will start with the ball here in the second half. Starting 5 on the floor for the Panthers. Have you guys Renee Eubanks, Anna Hadley, Paisley Coleman, and Maddie Petrin. They get it inside to Hadley at the top of the key. She sends it back outside to Coleman. Coleman finally just fires a 3. She's waiting forever for somebody to open up, and it's no good. Highland with the rebound. Sets it up, driving inside, putting a runner up in the lane. No good. Rebounded by Coleman. Coleman and Brunn battling for the ball. Ripped out of bounds. A jump ball was called. Possession arrow pointed to Highland. They get it in off the inbound pass. They're going to try a 3. No good. Rebounded by Fink. Fink hits the board once. Puts it. Her putback is no good. Rebounded by Hadley. So Highland starting out ice cold as Renee Eubanks brings Panthers up the floor. Inside she goes. Tosses it up to Hadley. Hadley spins, has the ball popped out of her hand. She has to send it back outside to Eubanks. Eubanks in the corner, drives baseline. Now tries to pass into Hadley. It was tipped. Turned back over. And here's Fink for 3. Off the front of the rim. Long rebound. Is chased down by Highland. Highland 2 for 11 from beyond the arc. Not getting him to go. They're swinging around. That's Thoman in the corner. She sends it left side here to Schultz. Schultz down to the corner. They're going to try a 3 again. This is good for Brunn. Coleman now gets it to Petrin. Petrin back to Coleman. Inside to Hadley. Hadley turns and shoots from the free throw line. Tries to bank it home. No good. Long rebound goes right back to her. She tries to clear it out. Sends it outside to Petrin, who fires a 3. This is an air ball into the hands of Brunn. Brunn pushes it all the way inside, then goes back out to Thoman, who tries a 3, and this is off the mark. Rebounded by Eubanks. Eubanks trying to cover it up, and she is fouled. Call a foul on Thoman, her second. Petrin off the screen, gets it to Coleman. Coleman left all alone outside, doesn't take the shot. Passes off to Eubanks. Eubanks spins around, drives inside, back outside to Petrin, fires a 3 from the corner. This is too strong. Rebounded by Highland. Fink all the way inside, goes back out. Bellman's going to try a 3, and this is good. She's got 8. Panthers looking for the first points. It's Coleman that's going to fire a 3, and this is no good. Rebounded by Fink. Fink takes the length before, goes up for a shot. It's blocked by Paisley Coleman, right into the hands of Renee Eubanks. She gets it back to Coleman. Coleman brings him up the floor. And a timeout called by Pekin as she crosses half court. A 30-second timeout with 5:17 remaining here in the third. That is their third timeout. They'll have 2 remaining.
All right, Oski Dental sponsoring our third quarter. You can schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at 641-673-4845. Oski Dental sponsoring our third quarter. 35-28 in favor of Highland. Then we'll have the boys' game coming up here a little bit later on. That's all I got, John.
That's all you got. You're out of words. 35-28. All points here in the first couple of minutes of the second half have been scored by Highland. Pekin again. Keeping Anna Hadley up by the free throw line. Not sending her real down low, and it's forced Pekin to try some threes. They go inside to Hadley. She turns and shoots. It's blocked. Fink saves it from going out of bounds, but they're going to say she stepped on the line. Pekin will keep it. Coleman's going to go down low, far side of the floor. Gets it in to Petrin. Petrin catches, fires a three, and this is off the front of the rim right into Hadley's hands. Hadley's putback is no good, but she's fouled. And Anna Hadley will go to the line to shoot 2. Call that foul on Herrig, her second. This team's second of the half. Anna Hadley misses the first one. Hadley has 6 points so far tonight. Trying to make it 7, cannot. Battle for the rebound, ends up in Coleman's hand. Coleman dribbles left side lane, puts up a tough shot, gets it to go. Paisley Coleman fighting hard down low. Those are her first 2 points, 1 for 8 from the field. Highland right back downside to get it to Fink. Fink head fakes, drives inside, puts up a shot, no good, rebounded by Geis. Geis lets it clear out. Gets it to Petrin. Petrin hustles up the floor right wing, sends it to Coleman. Coleman drives left side line, stops, puts the jumper up. This is no good. Rebounded by Hadley. Now they call Hadley for over the back.
That's over the back.
That is the second foul on Anna Hadley. This is Fink at the top of the key. Sends it right side to Thulman. Thulman right back inside to Herrig. Herrig goes up for a shot. Has a block from behind by Coleman. They're going to call Coleman for over the back on that block attempt. That'll be Paisley's third, team's second. And Katie Herrig will go to the line. She'll shoot 2. This one is good. As Fink's got to tie her shoe. Sub in. We're going to get Parsons to come in. She's going to take over for Hadley. Herrig can't get the second one to go. Rebounded by Geis. Geis sends it up the floor to Petrin. Petrin to Parsons. Back to Petrin. Just inside the arc, sends it inside to Geis. Geis spins, tries to fight her way to the basket. She's fouled. Highland wanted to travel, but call it foul on Herrig, her third. Now you guys will go to the line to shoot 2. Third team foul on the Huskies.
It's an interesting way that she shoots. She goes through her little routine before shooting the free throw.
Little routine, yes. And also a southpaw, also a left-handed shooter as well. So definitely looks different when she's up there. Can't get the second one to go, but Highland on the rebound, fingertips it out of bounds. Stay with Pekin. Geis has 4 points on the night, unable to get anything there. Eubanks sends it into Coleman, around to Geis. Geis left side to Coleman. This is taken away by Thulman. Thulman in transition. Changes side of the court, tries a reverse layup. This is no good. They're going to call a foul on Geis. It'll be her third. Team's third, or team's fourth, actually. Wait a minute, they are changing. That is the team's turn. That's Tholman at the line. Caitlin Tholman to shoot 2. It's the first one to go. Yes, both teams have 3 fouls in this third. 4 minutes remaining as Tholman makes both free throws. She's got 10 points as well for the Huskies. Eubanks brings us Panthers up, top of the key, picks up a dribble, has a pass tipped away, taken away. And bringing it up the floor is Autumn Geisman. You get it to Herrig. She fires a mid-range jumper. This is no good. Rebounded by Parsons. And then Herrig reaches in and causes a foul. I thought it was for sure was going to be a jump ball. And it's Emily Herrig's first foul. Coleman right side now to Parsons. Parsons tries left side to Petrin. She's going to fire a 3. This is well short as Abby Geis falls to the floor off the ball. Running in transition is Fink. She gets all the way there and puts it up. No good. Swatted out of bounds. Last touch. I'm going to say last touch by Highland is now the trainer will go out and see Abby Geis. She was kind of not a whole lot of contact going on there, and she kind of just grabbed her ankle and went to the floor. So,
Yeah, she seems to be in a lot of pain down there, too.
yeah. As they're working on her calf. We have 3:24 to go in the third quarter. That last foul on Highland was also their team's 4th, so any foul in the next 3:24 and Pekin will send someone to the line to shoot. These guys able to get up, but walking very gingerly on her right leg. She'll come out of the game. Pekin still hasn't sent in a 5th yet. I think it's sent Anna Hadley back in. And they said that tip was last touched by Coleman, so Highland will have it with the new shot clock. Baseline, send it outside. Work it inside out. This is Schultz, fires a 3. That is way up in the air. Battle for the loose ball, and there's girls jumping on the floor before a whistle finally. Did somebody call a timeout? Highland called a timeout after all that. So I am not sure how there was no fouls by either team there.
Or traveling.
Yeah,
or
traveling or anything, because you just had the girls were just all diving at the ball. Nonetheless, it's a timeout for Highland.
And Oski Dental is our third quarter sponsor. You can, get a hold of them at 641-673-4845 to schedule your appointment. Third quarter sponsored by Oski Dental. Highland girls leading Pekin 38-30. Back to you, Josh.
3:14 to go, and Highland will have the ball. Baseline near side of the floor. Pekin's got to hurry up. Here they come as they brought Gamble in and took Hadley out. That's off the inbounds. They send it outside. Schultz is going to try a 3, and she gets it to go. She's got 13, game-leading 13 points on the night. Parsons, from top of the key, gets it to Gamble. They try to go right back to Parsons. This is swatted away in the hands of the Huskies. They try it inside. Coleman pops it away, goes into Herrick's hands. She fires a shot. This is no good. Rebounded by Gamble. Gamble being harassed down low, and they're going to call a foul on Emily Herrick, her second. That is the 5th foul on Pekin, or on Highland. Is it one ref signaling everybody else to come down? And now Pekin's going to take a timeout with 2:45 to go in the third. They're going to take a full timeout. They'll have one remaining.
All right, Oski Dental sponsors this third quarter. We thank all of our sports sponsors for being on board with Pekin Basketball. And that includes Barnwired. That includes Fremont Funeral Chapel, Shetler Insurance Services, Oski Dental, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Federation Bank, Helmuth Ford, Son-in-Law Services, ServPro, and Nutrien Ag in Hedrick. Our sponsors for Pekin Basketball. Again, coming up next week, our schedule has Sigourney at Iowa Valley on Tuesday night, and then Pekin Boys at English Valleys on Thursday night. So put those games on your schedule for next week, as we'll have them here on Steve Shetler Media. Getting back into the action here in about 10 seconds. Pekin versus Highland in girls basketball action. Steve Shetler Media, Facebook and YouTube.
All righty, this is a very slow-moving third quarter. As Carly Gamble will go to the line, she'll shoot the free throws. As Highland has reached Pekin in the bonus. Highland with 5 team fouls. Foul came on the other side of the floor, and Gamble makes the first one. It's her first point of the night. Can't make the second one. A long rebound is tracked down by Thoman down in the corner. She gets it off. Get around to the corner. Eric tries a three, and this is off the glass into the hands of Gamble. Gamble clears it out to Eubank. Eubanks brings him up the floor across this half court with 2:32 to go. Gets a screen from Gamble. Stops at the top of the key. Sends it right side now. Back outside to Eubanks. Eubanks gets a screen again. Goes inside. Lobs it into Coleman. Coleman catches it. Backs up a little bit. Puts up a shot. It hits the bottom of the rim. Goes into the hands of Thoman. Quickly down the floor are the Huskies. They get it inside. Left all alone underneath the net is Schultz. Emerson Schultz. Game's leading scorer. Inside they go to Paisley Coleman. She's left all alone back door. Gets it to go. Paisley has 4. Just 2 for 11 from the field. He's peeking back to within 10 with 1:43 to go in this third quarter. Down the corner, Coleman tries it inside to Fink and is tipped out of bounds by Parsons. He'll stay with Highland. 26 seconds on the shot clock. Highland looking inside, turning and putting up a jump shot, no good. Rebounded though by Fink. Fink back outside. They're going to try another jumper, and this is an air ball that goes out of bounds. Eubanks wisely blocks the defender from trying to get that, but Autumn Gussman took both those shots. 1:22 to go. Coleman brings across, sends it down to the corner to Gamble, who fires a three off the catch, and this is off the mark, no good. Rebounded by Parsons. Parsons back outside to Eubanks. Eubanks in trouble in the corner, and she's fouled. Call that foul on Emerson Schultz. Her first. That'll send Renee Eubanks to the line. I did just see Abby Geis join the team back at the bench, so we'll see if she makes her way back onto the floor. Lone senior on the Panthers squad. Misses the first free throw.
Has she scored since the first quarter?
No, she scored all 6 of her points in the first quarter.
I jinxed her.
Hasn't really attempted many shots, though. Gets this one to go. Renee Eubanks ends the Steve Shetler jinx. And here is Fink, top of the key, left side. 1:05 to go in this quarter. Highland works it around. Across the floor they go. Looking inside for Fink. She's covered well, though. Swing it back out and around. Driving inside is Gooseman. Back outside. She sends it to Edwards. All the way around to Schultz, who fires a three, and she gets it to go. Schultz alone has outscored Pekin in this quarter as Pekin tries to find Coleman inside. She's a little too strong in the layup. Rebounded by Highland. Down the floor they come. 27 seconds to go. Shot clock is off. Tholman's going to try a three from the right wing, and this is off the mark. Rebounded by Coleman. Coleman gets it up to Eubanks. Eubanks, 18 to go. Crosses. Slows up at the right wing. Dribbles back up top, sends it right wing now to Petrin. Petrin down to the corner to Eubanks. 9 seconds to shoot. Eubanks fires a shot and rattles it home. With 3, 2, 1. We'll see if Fink can get a shot off. She cannot. It was an effective pass, though, to the referee, so we will head to the fourth quarter with Highland leading 46-36.
And once again, we thank Oskey Dental sponsoring our third quarter. We go to the fourth, which is brought to us by Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
And Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics sponsors our fourth quarter, which is set to begin here in about 20 seconds. Pekin playing Highland tonight. The Highland girls up 46-36 with 1 quarter of play to go. Josh Clubb on the play-by-play for tonight.
All righty. Well, Pekin let Highland kind of pull away there in that third quarter, so they'll have to try and close the gap. It looks like Abby Geis is back and ready to go in as they'll send the starting 5 back out there. Check that. Maddie Petrin is not on the floor. So we got Paisley Coleman, Ezra Parsons, Abby Geis, Anna Hadley, and Renee Eubanks out there. Geis has a black wrap around that left, or the, well, that was her left ankle that she hurt, wasn't it? She does have,
Yes.
She is taped up on that side now. As Parsons has it on the right wing, sends it to Coleman. She fires a three. This is off the mark. Rebounded by Hadley. Hadley can't go back up. Sends it outside to Eubanks. Eubanks dribbles around, lobs it inside now to Hadley. Hadley trying to find her way through the scrum. Puts up a tough shot. No good. Rebounded by Hadley. Her shot is blocked into the hands of Geis. Geis goes for a, no, it is blocked. And here's a shot. Wow.
Abby Geis coming back like a ball of fire.
No kidding. A lot of energy there by Pekin. Highland's going to try a quick three. This is bouncing around up there, rebounded by Coleman. Coleman clears it out. Eubanks brings him up the floor, but Geis and Hadley both on the floor at the same time, and there was problems for Highland down low. Here's a lob into Hadley that was out of her reach, taken away by Highland. Huskies bring it up the floor. That's Tholman. Right wing, dribbles back up top. They're going to get Renee Eubanks reaching in. That's just her first foul, as Petrin's going to come in for Eubank. Renee does not come off the floor very often. She does here. Here's an inbound pass and a quick jumper. This is no good. Rebound is still a loose ball. Herod goes up for a shot, blocked by Coleman into the hands of Anna Hadley. Hadley gets it to Petrin. Petrin brings him up the floor. 6:39 to go. To Geis, left wing, drives inside, puts up a tough shot, no good. Battle for the rebound, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pekin. Geis coming back in from that injury, playing with a lot of energy. Missed pretty much the whole third quarter. Here are the Huskies. Herrick inside out. So Schultz. Schultz drives in, kicks her right back up top to Fink. Fink dribbles all the way around baseline, and she's going to get fouled. Reach in by Anna Hadley. No, they're going to call Parsons on that. As Petrin's going to come out and back. Will come Renee Eubanks. As off the inbounds, they're going to try a three from Schultz. This is no good. Long rebound is gathered in by Renee Eubanks. She picks up a screen from Coleman and brings him across. 6 minutes to go now as Coleman sends it right side to Parsons. Parsons lobs it in. Hadley. Hadley puts up a tough shot, gets it to go. Hannah Hadley up to 8. Now a foul called on the Panthers. Called on Parsons. Her second, team's third of the quarter with 5:52 to go. They try to bounce it off of Hadley, and Hadley catches on. Reaches back and forces the turnover. It's a good idea to try, but the other player is aware as Parsons fires a three. This is too strong. Rebounded by Highland. Fink is going to try to run the length of the floor. Kicks it out to Schultz, who fires a three, and this is off the mark. Rebounded by number 25 is fouled on the floor. No foul. They're just saying the ball went out of bounds. As Parsons will come out, Petrin will come back in. Highland gets it in. His ball is mishandled, and they grab for the loose ball. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow points to Highland, so they'll do it again. They still have 32 seconds to work with on the shot clock. They lob it into Fink. Fink falling backwards, gets it, loses the ball, goes into Geis's hands. Coleman comes across with it, sends it right side to Petrin. Petrin drives inside the lane, back outside to Coleman. Geis with it right wing, drives inside, drives into a triple train, and she travels with it as she basically ran into a wall and backed up. .5:05 to go in this one. Highland leads by 5. Fink has it right side. Says it to Thoman. Thoman looking right back for Fink. She's not there. Inside to Herrick. Herrick goes inside to Fink. Fink spins through three. She is fouled on her way up. Fouled by Petrin. That's her second, team's fourth. So any fouls by Pekin the rest of the way will result in Highland shooting. Cameron Fink gets the first one to go. Fink gets them both. She's got 14. Geis, baseline, drives inside, puts the jumper up and can't get it to go, but Hadley's there for the rebound and her putback is good. 48-43, Fink to the right wing, has the ball swatted, taken away by Eubank. Eubank stripped it away in transition. She's got Geis on the other side of the floor if she wants to go there. Wisely holds up her dribble and she could hold her foot down and gets whistled for the travel. So Eubanks forces the turnover and then turns it over herself. Fink from the right wing. Gets a screen. Throws it down low. They got a wide open shot and making it. Here's Schultz for Highland. Petrin now to Eubanks. Pekin trailing by 7. They try it inside to Hadley. Hadley catches, turns, shoots, gets the layup to go. Back to within 5. 4 minutes to go, halfway through the fourth quarter. Fink brings the Huskies up the floor. Sends it right side to Edwards. Edwards dribbles back to the wing, then sends it down low to Herrick. Herrick thought about a three, now drives inside, kicks it out to Fink, who does fire a three from the right wing. Banks off the glass, no good, rebounded by Abby Geis. And the Panthers with the chance to make it a one-possession game. Right wing to Petrin. They try it inside to Hadley, and Hadley's fouled from behind by Katie Herrick. That'll be her fourth. Team's first of the quarter. Paisley Coleman will send it in from in front of the bench to Petrin. Right back to Coleman. Coleman looking inside for Hadley. Hadley finally, Coleman just takes the three as nobody was guarding her. She can't connect. 0 for 8 from beyond the arc is Paisley Coleman. Right side, they're going to try a 3 with Thilman, and this is off the mark, rebounded by Hadley. Hadley trying to clear it out. Sends it to Petrin. Petrin loses a handle on it momentarily, gathers it in, goes to the length of the floor. In transition, gets all the way deep, puts up a shot, and she is knocked to the ground. No foul called. Right back down the floor. Fink with it right wing. Hesitates, drives in to the baseline. Sends it to the corner to Schultz, who fires a 3, and this is off the mark, no good. Long rebound is a collision, and they're going to call a jump ball. 2:52 to go. We got a injured player actually on the floor. That's Thilman. Slow to get up, but Parsons checked into the game for Coleman there with that stoppage. So down the stretch here, Pekin's going to make up 5. They have 14 fouls. Any foul by Pekin is going to result in free throws for Highland. Thilman will have to come out. She's got 10. Schultz for the Huskies has got 20 points on the night, leading the way from both teams.
3 more minutes. Let's go. Come on, White.
And it was a jump ball to stop play. It was possession arrow in favor of the Panthers. Parsons all alone fires a 3. This is an air ball into the hands of Geis. Geis' putback is no but good. Nearly gets her own rebound. The battle for that rebound was out of bounds. Last touch by Highland. All night long, Highland has just left one of the guards for Pekin wide open in the right wing, and Pekin has not been able to make him pay. Here is Renee Eubanks with a 3 from the left wing. This is no good. Rebounded by Parsons. Gets it out to Petrin. Back to Parsons. Parsons looking inside for Hadley. Now she goes baseline. Driving around baseline. Loses a handle on the ball since she stepped on the baseline to turn it over to the Huskies.
Pekin's had their chances to jump back into this game, but
They have. I mean,
haven't been able to get on it.
they're taking the bait and shooting the deep shots with the certain guards, and they've not been able to connect. So 5-point difference, 2:15 to go. Fink working her way through traffic, sends it left wing to Schultz, right back across the gym, and the ball goes out of bounds. That was just I'm not sure. She was trying to get it, I think, to Edwards, and Edwards acted as though the ball was tipped because Edwards didn't even try, and Pekin's going to take their final timeout as Petrin crosses half court with 2:04 to go in the game. Pekin will take their final timeout, trailing by 5.
All right, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics has sponsored this fourth quarter. And again, all of our sponsors on board for Pekin basketball this year: Barnwired, Fremont Funeral Chapel, Shetler Insurance Services, Oski Dental, Federation Bank, Helmuth Ford, Son-in-Law Services, ServPro, and Nutrien Ag in Hedrick are sponsors for Pekin basketball. Again, tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., we'll be up Adam early Saturday morning at sports section at Barnwired in Sigourney. Tomorrow morning, we've got a bunch of kids from the Sigourney Youth Program coming in to talk about the upcoming youth soccer season in Sigourney. We've got the Sigourney Boys High School basketball team, and then we'll also welcome Albia girls basketball making their debut on the sports section. So tune in. That starts at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. We're live at Barnwired in Sigourney. You can be there in person to watch it, maybe get some breakfast and some coffee, or watch it online, or listen to it in podcast form after the fact. It's the sports section, Saturday mornings, 8 a.m. on Steve Shetler Media.
All righty. Well, that is the final timeout for Pekin. Highland has 2 remaining. 4 fouls on the Panthers. Just one on Highland. 5-point difference with 2:04 to go on the clock. Eubanks gets it into Petrin. Petrin from the top of the key sends it right side to Parsons. Now inside to Hadley, and the pass is tipped into the hands of Fink. Fink running the length of the floor all the way down low and then slows up. Was behind her back and then back up top. Parsons pushing the issue, reaching in, and then she's fouled. That's the third on Ezra. That should be 5 fouls. Pekin, they're catching up. So that'll send Cameron Fink to the line to shoot 2. They will shoot the rest of the way with 1:48 to go. Pekin has to start working quickly if they want to get back in this thing. Fink gets the first one to go. Make it a 2-possession game. This one to make it a 3-possession game. And she does. Fink's got 16. Here's the inbound pass is taken away by Tholman. Down in the corner, she sends it back up top. Tipped all around. Ball is just loose and a jump ball, and it's going to go stay with Highland. So they'll keep it, forcing the turnover. Speaking got a little relaxed on that inbounds pass as we got kids in the way. Here we go. Fink looking for someone, gets it in to Tholman. Tholman from the right wing sends it to Schultz to the near side. Right back around to Gooseman. Back up top to Fink. Fink's getting harassed by Parsons again, and Parsons is called for the foul. Doing that on purpose at this point. That'll be 4 on Ezra, as Gamble will come in for Parsons now. Oh, she'll come in for Parsons after the first shot. Fink makes it an 8-point lead. Now Gamble and Parsons trade places. And Fink connects on both. 9-point lead. Gamble brings it up the floor. Pekin will have to work quickly. Gamble dribbles it off of her foot, has to pick it up. Sends it up to Parsons. Or, excuse me, Eubanks. Tops it in the guys. Guys tips it. Stays in the hands of Petra in a collision. Highland's going to come up with a loose ball. Spolman running free. She'll lay it up and good. Make it an 11-point lead. Eubanks works right back up the floor. Gets a screen from Petra and can't use it, though. Passes it off to Maddie. Maddie reverses floor. Sends it right side to Gamble, who fires a 3, and this is way too strong. Rebounded by Geis. Geis turning up aggression. Tholman shaken up again. And Fink gathers it in. She'll slow way down. Gamble's going to come up and apply pressure. 40 seconds to go in the game. Gamble reaching in, and she is whistled for the foul. 40 seconds remaining, and Fink back at the line. She's made all but one of her free throws here tonight. She's got 18 points. These 2 free throws could give her 20 points on the night, which would tie her with Schultz. Game leader. She gets the first one to go. Banks makes it. And a timeout off the make is going to be taken by Highland. They'll have one remaining, a full timeout, as Fink has got 20 points, as well as Emerson Schultz for the Huskies. 2 girls with 20 points will help you win a lot of basketball games. What you got to say, Steve?
Oh, what do I have to say? I have to say that Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics in Sigourney is our fourth quarter sponsor, and they've been on board all season long for Pekin basketball, which we do have one Pekin basketball game left. It'll be a boys-only game at English Valley's next Thursday night, so tune in. As, again, we mentioned earlier, the regular season is winding down. Postseason play going to be starting here in the next few weeks, and as Josh also mentioned earlier in the night, those postseason pairings will be coming out here soon. So, be looking for some postseason basketball. And just depends on how things play out with the pairings and where teams are and what days they play on as far as who we're covering, where we're covering. So stay tuned. We'll let you know.
All righty. Well, 39 seconds to go. Petrin to the left wing. Sends it inside to Hadley. Hadley right across the floor to Gamble. Gamble lays it up and good. Charlie Gamble's got 3 points on the night. That is incorrect. She has got 6 points on the night. As Fink comes across, Eubanks acting like she's going to foul. She is with 13 seconds left. Renee Eubanks will send Fink right back to the line. Really all these free throws do is going to give Fink a chance to become the leading scorer of the night. But as far as this goes, we got our Son-in-Law Services player of the game, and close enough, kind of the same reasons they gave for Monday night. Fink makes the first one. We'll go with Renee Eubanks, senior, on senior night. She had 9 points, played the majority of the game, and she had actually 9 rebounds as well by my book. I think makes them both.
She'll get another 3 here.
Nope, she's going to get it to Petra. To the corner to Gamble. Gamble head fakes. Tries to send inside to Hadley. Hadley catches it. 4 seconds to go. Gets the shot to go. Hannah Hadley. And time will expire with that. Hadley was the leading scorer for the Panthers at 14, but we're still going to go with Renee Eubanks for the defensive effort as well. So that will do it for the girls' game. Renee Eubanks, our Son-in-Law Services player of the game. So Pekin will fall to 7-11 on the season. Highland will improve to 14-6.
All right, 60-49 your final. Highland girls get the win tonight on this Friday night at Pekin High School. We'll take a break. Be back here in about 15 minutes or so for boys basketball action here on Steve Shetler Media.
During her time at Pekin, she has participated in large group and individual speech, theater, band, and FBLA, football cheer, wrestling cheer, basketball cheer, wrestling, and dance team. Her plans after she graduates are undecided. Next, we have senior basketball player Renee Jane Eubanks, the daughter of Jason and Becky Eubanks. She has attended Pekin for all 13 years. She has participated in FCA, Atomo Youth Legacy, Rising Ruitans, Spanish Club, National Honor Society, cross country for 4 years, basketball for 4 years, track for 3 years, but it will be 4. And after she graduates, she is continuing her education into elementary education, but she is undecided where she's going to attend. Next, we have William Thomas Adam, the son of Brent and Lena Adam. He has attended Pekin for 13 years. While at Pekin, he has participated in FFA, Student Council, Rising Ruitans, football, basketball, track, and baseball all 4 years. After he graduates, he plans to attend Wartburg College, where he will study education and coaching and will play football and run track. Next, we have Robert Christopher Brown, the son of Todd and Gail Brown. He has attended Pekin for all 13 years. While at Pekin, his extracurricular activities have included football, basketball, track, baseball, band, and National Honor Society. After he graduates, he plans to attend William Penn for 3 years, then transfer to Iowa State for mechanical engineering. Next we have Casey Michael Davis. He is the son of Mike and Carla Davis. He has attended Pekin for 13 years. He has participated in FFA, FCA, Rising Ruitons, football, basketball, track, and baseball. After he graduates, he plans to attend Kirkwood Community College for agronomy. Next, we have Lathan Aaron Dirklinger. He is the son of Marcus and Aaron Dirklinger. He has attended Pekin since first grade. His extracurricular activities include FFA, basketball, baseball, and 2 years of football, and Sonic runs and hanging out with Ike and Jacob Manning. After he graduates, he plans to become an electrician, and get his CDL. Next is Brant James Latcham, the son of Tony and Joy Latcham. He has attended Pekin all 13 years. While at Pekin, he has participated in student council, FFA, Rising Ruitons, baseball, basketball, and football. When he graduates, he plans to study agriculture systems technology at DMAC for 2 years and then transfer to Iowa State. Next we have Dylan Robert Sabosky. He is the son of Derek and Marie Sabosky. He has attended Pekin for all 13 years. He has participated in cross-country, track, basketball manager for 3 years, and when he graduates, he plans to go into the workforce. Next we have Isaac James Sylvester. He is the son of Jill, Wynn, and Adam Sylvester. He has attended Pekin for 6 years. While at Pekin, he has participated in FFA, student council, football, basketball, track, baseball, and Sonic runs with Dirk. After he graduates, he plans to go to Kirkwood Community College and get an associate degree in agricultural business.
All right, welcome back. In between games there now, we're ready for the boys' game to begin. Got about 40 seconds before we get the starting lineups. And we are back into basketball action. Barnwired and Sigourney sponsoring our first quarter. Josh Clubb with the call of the play-by-play. Josh, the Highland girls got the win earlier this evening. What do you think heading into the boys' game?
All righty, well, again, these two teams have met. Highland, not the greatest fall season, just 1-15 on the year. Pekin boys at 11-6 on the year, having a nice run, actually on a 4-game win streak. Their last loss came against Fairfield back on January 16th, so right at a half of a month since they've lost. So we're going to try to look to keep that rolling against conference foe and Highland with that 1-15 record. Of course, has lost the last 5. Most recently to Waco, 77-49, and prior to that, they lost to Sigourney by a score of 77-49. As they're jumping right into the starting lineups. And for the Huskies, you got number 5, Logan McFarland. He'll meet Cole Milliken for the Panthers out there at center court. Of course, in between the games, all the senior activities here. A couple of them here be introduced. William Dunbar for the Huskies will come out and meet one of those seniors, Will Adam, both wearing jersey number 15. Then we got number 25, Bryson Hazlett. And then another senior for the Panthers, Casey Davis. And then we got number 35, Colton Seiperd. And he'll meet up with sophomore Henry Adam. And then we got Lewis Horak for the Huskies. And meeting up with Nolan Glick at center court there. Horak and Glick probably will meet right back there here momentarily to tip this opening tip. And one thing we'd noticed that, Steve, during that senior introductions is Derflinger got a dramatic haircut.
Yes, he did.
I mean,
where'd all that hair go?
He had the weave with the headband and everything the last time we saw him. And Lathan Derflinger, one of the seniors here tonight, and almost don't even recognize him with his new cut. But as we mentioned, Horak and Glick will meet at center court to tip this thing away. Second half of our doubleheader.
I saw Coach Swan. There we go.
Somebody left the ball in the closet. So now that we got a basketball to play basketball, certainly helps. There's Glick and Horak. It's tipped all the way in the backcourt. Henry Adam chases it down. I'm not sure between Glick and Horak who actually got it. Henry brings it all the way up, hands it off to Milliken. Back outside to Will Adam, inside to Glick. Glick dribbling tough, has the ball ripped out of his hands, and a jump ball is going to be called as McFarland reached in there. Possession arrow in favor of Highland. So that'll flip the possession arrow here in the early goings. And Dunbar will bring the Huskies up the floor. Drives right side, nothing doing. Sends it out to McFarland. McFarland trying to get separation from Henry Adam, and Henry Adam gave him a chest bump. He was going to be whistled for the foul. It was before the shot. It'll be the first foul of the game. It's going to go on Henry Adam. McFarland will step baseline near side of the floor. Sends it into Horak. Horak now right side to Hazlett. We'll go back up top. That's Dunbar with it. Milliken working on him. Dunbar tries to reverse. Milliken doing a good job of making him force him up. A tough shot. It was an air ball into the hands of Nolan Glick. Henry Adams sends it down low to Davis. Davis at the baseline under the rim. Has to back out of there. Now he's going to change his mind as he spins around, drives his way to the basket, and gets it to fall. Casey Davis with the first 2 of the night. Panthers lead 2-0 with just a minute played thus far. Driving right side. They kick it out to Dunbar. Dunbar tries a pass. It is tipped by Henry Adam, gathered in by McFarland. McFarland drives left side. Tries to jump his way to the hoop. Puts up a tough shot. It is no good. Rebounded by Henry Adam. Adam pushes it all in pace all the way up the floor, tries to pass it down low to Glick, and that's tipped away by Horek. Highland right back down. McFarland dancing and spinning around, has the ball swatted free. They kick it outside. Thinking about a three, changed his mind as Dunbar. Drives left side, and he falls down on his way to the rim. Turns it back over to Pekin. 6:25 in the first to go. Will Adam inbounds it to Henry. Henry brings him up the floor. Will Adam with the top of the key, looking inside for Glick, now passes it off to Davis. Davis has it swatted and taken away by Horek, and then a foul call. They're going to call a carry on Horek as he was making his way down the floor. So the Highland Huskies turn it right back over to the Panthers. And Henry and Will Adams started to start playing, and the officials weren't ready yet. Or they never gave them the ball, actually. That's 4 turnovers for Highland already. Davis steps inside the arc, puts up a jumper. This is no good. Rebounded by Highland. Huskies set up McFarland. Now down low to Horek. At least that was Seifert. It sends it back up top. Back to Seifert. Back outside they go. Driving inside is Hazlitt. He can't get the shot to go, and this ends up falling out of bounds. Last touch by Highland. He can waste no time. Davis in low, down low to Glick, and Glick lays it up in and good. Highland tries to send it down the floor, and Will Adam tips it up in the air. That nearly hit the back wall. He really flung that thing up in the air. Farland gets it in. They swing it all the way around, trying a quick three. And missing. Long rebound ends up in the hands of Casey Davis. That was Seifert that attempted the three. Here is Adam. Sends it inside to Glick. Glick catches it, reverses, and lays it up in and good. And a timeout is going to be taken by Highland with 5:08 to go in the first. Pekin leads 6-0.
And we thank Barn Wired in Sigourney for being our first quarter sponsor. You can find them at 119 East Marion in Sigourney. Home decor, coffee, and more. 641-622-9912. Barn Wired in Sigourney, our first quarter sponsor for Pekin basketball here on Steve Shuttler Media.
All righty. Well, quick timeout. Starting 5 out there for both teams. Pekin apply some pressure in the backcourt. Dunbar starts to bring it up. Will and Henry Adam in the back. Soft pressure. Overhand across court. They get it. Send it inside. McFarland at the jumper at the free throw line. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Henry Adam. He's going to push it up the floor in transition. Stops at the right wing. Sends it left wing to Will Adam, who drives in the lane. Has to pass it back out, and they're going to call a travel on Will as he was falling to the ground. Again, Pekin. Soft pressure in the backcourt. Try a pass over the head of Will Adam. He tips it in the air. Henry Adam catches up with it. Left wing sends it up top to Glipp all the way around to reverse all around. Davis baseline goes and drives the baseline. They're going to call a foul on Highland. It'll be the first foul on the Huskies, and they're going to call that on Horek. Speaking with a new shot clock, Henry Adam gets it in to Milliken. He fires a three on the catch from the left wing, and he drains it. Cole Milliken joins Glick and Davis. He's got his first 3 points of the night. Highland right back down. McFarland has it top, sends it right side. That's Hazlitt. Hazlitt tries to send it back to Horek. It was tipped all around. McFarland comes up with it, goes reverse layup, no good. Rebounded by Davis. Davis clears it out. Quickly up the floor. Milliken all the way around. And Will Adam. Will Adam drives from the left wing, lays it up in and good. They're going to call a foul before the shot. Call a foul on Dunbar, his first, team second. 9-0 now is get into Milliken. He catches and fires a three again, and he's good. Both Both baseline inbound passes have gone to Cole Milliken. He's caught and fired a three and made them both. Here are the Huskies. Dunbar trying to get around Henry Adams, sends it down baseline. It's Hazlitt coming out to the wing, sends it across the floor to McFarland, catches it, loses a handle on it for momentarily, drives inside, puts a jumper up. This is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Davis, who saves it into Milliken. Highland cannot get the shot to fall, and Milliken tries to send it up the floor and swat it out of bounds by Seifert. As Schneider and Rolling are going to check in. Will Adam will send it in from the front of Highland's bench. He gets it into Henry. Left wing to Milliken. Milliken works the left wing, sends it right wing to Henry Adam, who fires a three, and this is off the front of the rim. Long rebound is going to go all the way across half court and out of bounds. Say nobody touched it. Off the rim. It'll go to Highland. Farland sends it in the backcourt. Adam picks up. Hazlitt, top of the key, sends it left wing. Down to the corner, driving back up top, the reverse. McFarland working on Henry Adam, fires a deep three, and that's just top right corner of the backboard. Rebounded by Henry Adam, who hurries down the floor, right wing to Milliken. Milliken can still dribble, sends it down to the corner to Adam. Adam tries to send a baseline pass, and it's kicked by McFarland. Stay with Pekin. Henry, the baseline far side of the floor, gets it into Glick at the top of the key. Left wing now, swinging all the way around to Henry Adam. Baseline. Actually, he faded out. They go right back outside. Henry Adam this time baseline drive. Puts a jumper up, and the shot is no good, but he is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Call the foul on Hazlitt. His first, team's third. And Henry too strong on the first one. Makes the second. And with that make, he's going to check out momentarily. And in will come Elijah Brock. Island drives in the lane, turns, puts a jumper up, and a foul is called on the shot. As Hazlitt try to fade away jumper. They're going to get Will Adam on the foul. They do. First foul on Pekin. 2:24 to go. They lead 13-0. Hazlitt gets the first one to go, and Highland is on the board. With 2:24 to go, they get their first point. Hazlitt misses the second one, rebounded by Brock. Brock has it taken from behind by McFarland. McFarland drives through him all the way down baseline. He's going to be fouled by Brock before the shot. Second foul on Pekin. As Miller and Dunbar check in for the Huskies. Linden bounded from the baseline, far side of the floor. Took a little while to get in. They finally do to Schneider. Schneider dribbles back up top, hands it off to Dunbar. Dunbar from the left wing drives inside baseline, puts a runner up. This is too strong. Rebounded immediately by Miller. His putback hits the bottom of the rim right back in his hands. They kick it outside, firing a three. In and out, no good. Rebounded by Milliken. Three was taken by Hazlitt. Down low to Brock. Brock fights his way to the basket and gets the roll. Elijah Brock, 2 points off the bench. Minute 48 to go. Inside out they go. The ball is going to be turned over again. It's Brock having trouble handling the ball. And a jump ball is called. Possession arrow is going to keep it with Pekin. Minute 41 to go. Inbound it back to Milliken. Milliken sets up the offense. Gets a screen from Glick. Goes left side lane, now dribbles back to the wing. Top of the key to Brock. Right wing now to Will Adam. Back to Milliken. Milliken thought about catching and shooting, but loses a handle on it. Now drives right side of the lane. Can't do anything with it. Has to send it back outside. All right, back to Milliken. He fires a three and gets it to go. Cole Milliken's got 9. 3 for 3 from beyond the arc with 1:15 to go in the first. Beacon leads 18-1. Highland's going to try a quick three, and they get it to go. That is rolling from the corner. Brock left wing, back up top to Will Adam, inside to Glick. Glick spins his way, gets a jumper to go. Nolan Glick's got 6. He's 3 for 3 from the field as well. Highland, 45 seconds to go in the first. Getting inside, rolling, puts a runner up. He gets the bank shot to go. And Beacon has it with 27 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Coaching staff hollering 1 shot, so they're going to dribble this all the way down. Milliken stands in center court. Highland is not going to put pressure on him. 15 to go. And he takes off with 14 seconds. Inside out, they go to Will Adam, right side to Brock. Brock drives from the right wing. Gets it to Glick. Glick puts a mid-range jumper up and gets it to go. Nolan Glick's got 8. Highland's going to try to get a last-second shot. 1 to go. They get the shot off, and it's no good off the front of the rim. Good attempt, though, by Hazlitt. I think could not get the finger roll to go. And we'll head to the second quarter with Pekin leading 22-6.
All right, thanks to Barn Wired for sponsoring our first quarter. Let's transition now to the second quarter, brought to us by Fremont Funeral Chapel. The staff members at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa will guide your family in creating a meaningful ceremony to honor the life and memory of a loved one. A ceremony can be anything you wish it to be, simple or elaborate, traditional or unique. No matter how it's tailored, such a ceremony is an important step in recovering from loss. Let the staff at Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa help you in your time of need. Fremont Funeral Chapel in Fremont, Iowa, sponsoring our second quarter, which is set to begin here in just a few seconds. Pekin boys leading 22-6. Some hot shooting in that first quarter. We'll see if they can maintain that coming up in the second quarter. Again, sponsored by Fremont Funeral Chapel.
Yeah, not many misses by Beacon there, and Highland could not get it to go. A lot of shots going halfway down before popping back out. Beacon with a big lead here to start the second. 22-6, Highland starts with the ball. Trying to get it inside. It's tipped by Davis. They're going to kick it back outside. McFarland's going to try a three, and this is good. His first points of the night. Henry Adam, right wing, all alone, drives inside, kicks it out to Glick. Glick drives right side of the lane. Has the ball poked at, jumps up high. Gets a shot off, no good, rebounded by Highland. It's Glick's first miss. McFarland runs life before, loses a handle on it on his own and travels with it, trying to gather it back in. Adam brings it up the floor. Brock steps inside, back outside to Davis. Davis has the ball ripped out of his hands by McFarland, but falls to the floor, gets the pass off. It was actually Schneider, not McFarland. And now Highland in the backcourt loses a handle on it. In trouble is Dunbar. Brock closes in on him. And a 10-second backcourt violation.
I'm laughing at the referee.
Yeah, I know. He's very animated. Very, very animated.
Over the top.
Yeah.
He let you know it was 10 seconds.
Yeah. Here is Henry Adam to Brock. Brock from the top of the key sends it into Glick. Glick drives in lane, kicks it outside to Riley Smith, excuse me. Smith back to Glick. Glick drives baseline. Going up for a tough shot, gets it off the glass. And Nolan Glick has 10. 6:42 to go in this second quarter, 24-9. Marlin from the right wing drives. Baseline, has the ball ripped out of his hands by Henry Adam. Henry Adam pushing pace, beats McFarland down the floor. Runs into a wall of defenders, kicks it outside. Glick drives to the free throw line, jumps, steps, gets the shot off, no good. Rebounded by McFarland. As they go inside out, trying to find McFarland down the right side of the lane. Call the foul. On Henry Adam. It's his second. He can send some subs in there. We'll update those here in a second as McFarland from the far side corner. Hands it off. That's Hazlett. Hazlett drives inside, kicks it out. They're going to try a three, and this is too strong. An air ball into the hands of Riley Smith. Smith clears it to Milliken. Milliken fires it up the floor to Glick. Glick catches it, has to backpedal, but gets the shot to go. (26-9) now. Seifert sends it into the corner, and they're going to try a baseline drive. Kick it outside to McFarland, who fires a three. This is way off the mark, into the hands of Will Adam. Clears it out, gets it to Milliken. Milliken to the near side corner to Smith. Smith off the catch, kicks it back to Milliken. Milliken drives inside, puts it lower to Glick, who just jumps up there and drops it in the basket. And that is going to draw a timeout from Highland with 5:19 to go in the second. Pekin leads 28-19, second timeout taken by Highland.
And Fremont Funeral Chapel sponsoring our second quarter. We thank once again all of our sponsors on Pekin basketball this year. That includes Barnwired, Fremont Funeral Chapel, Shetler Insurance Services, Oski Dental, Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics, Federation Bank, Helmuth Ford, Son-in-Law Services, ServPro, and Nutrien Ag in Hedrick. Again, all on board for our sponsors on Pekin basketball. The Pekin student section being very entertaining at the moment.
Yep, they're typically they get bunched up in there and get pretty loud during the boys' contest. So the thing that they do that drives me bananas is when they scream when the other team's shooting free throws.
I think that's the point.
Yeah, I understand. So Milliken, Brock, Will Adam, and Riley Smith on the floor for the Panthers. Highland comes out of the timeout, trailing by 19. As they work it around the arc, now they drives right side of the lane, going all the way up to the basket. Shot is blocked initially by Will Adam in a battle for the loose ball. Is going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Pekin, so they'll take it back over. And Milliken brings him up the floor. 4:56 to go in this second period. Milliken gets a screen, can't do anything with it. Loses a handle on the ball, so track it back down. It's Brock, left wing. Picks up his dribble, gets it up to Smith. Smith passes it down to the corner. That's Milliken. Milliken baseline ends it off to Glick. Glick bounces off his knees, catches it, turns and shoots. No good. Rebounded by Horek for the Huskies. They come down the floor in a hurry. A high pass is gathered in. This pass is taken away by Will Adam. He falls into the bleachers, but he saves it into Milliken. Milliken brings it up the floor. Left side to Will Adam. He head fakes, drives in the lane, all the way to the rim, bounces off the front of the rim, rebounded by Dunbar. And on their way down, they have it taken right back away. Milliken comes down left wing, has a lane to cut in and gets it to go. Cole Milliken now with 11. He's got 11. Glick's got 14. And the Panthers with a 21-point lead. The ball's loose again on the floor, battling for it. They get it up. No travel, nothing called, and driving to the lane, missing the shot, and rebounded by Riley Smith. Smith gets it to Milliken. Milliken comes up the floor. That was Hazlett that was doing the work for the Huskies. Brock fires a three, and he gets it to go. Elijah's got 5. And it's all Pekin here tonight in the boys' game. They send it inside. Brock tips it out of bounds. As Davis and Henry Adam are going to check in for Glick and Riley Smith. One more sub coming in. McFarland's going to come back in for the Huskies. He's going to check in for Dunbar. McFarland from the left wing drives inside, runs right into Mulliken, and that's a charge called on McFarland. His first, team's first of the second period. Henry Adam will cross with 3:05 to go. Gets it into Will. Will sends it back outside to Milliken. Catches, fires a three from top of the key, and he is pure.
Wow.
Cole Milliken, 14 points. 4 for 4 from beyond the arc. Him and Glick both with 14. Now drive inside, losing the handle on the ball. In the corner is Heslett. He gets in trouble. Able to get it out, though. He gets it to Rolling. Rolling drives inside, right back to Hazlitt. Hazlitt trying to get baseline. Milliken's there, puts up a runner and gets the shot to fall. Davis drives inside. Back out to Milliken. Around they go. Right side to Brock. Brock, head fakes, drives low. Kicks it back up top to Will. Will top to Milliken. Milliken drives right side of the lane. Hop steps and gets the shot up and no good. Rebounded by Highland. McFarland drives inside. Has to kick it back out. Rolling. To McFarland, he sends a pass to the left wing. Will Adam jumps it, knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with Highland as Smith and Glick come back in for Henry Adam and Elijah Brock. Minute 55 to go as Hazlitt looks for some space. Finally, they're just going to take a deep three. It's hard bounce off the rim. Battle for the rebound. It's tracked down by Cole Milliken. Milliken brings him up the floor. He'll cross half court with a minute 40 to go. Right side, Will Adam drives into the lane, gets a shot up to go. First 2 points of the night for Will Adam. Beacon's lead is 27 now. Rolling drives inside. He's going to be fouled by Cole Milliken, I do believe. Milliken or Glick, they're both kind of in that area. They do get Milliken. His first, team's second. As Diaz and Schneider come in for the Huskies. Huskies trying to get it to McFarland. He loses the handle and ends up right back in the hands of Schneider. Drives inside, kicks it out. Driving and putting a runner up is no good. Battle for the rebound goes out of bounds. Saved by Highland, but into the hands of Milliken. Baseball passes it up the floor to Will Adam, who lays it up. No good, but he's fouled. And get Hazlitt on the foul. Oh. It was not Hazlitt on the foul. That was Schneider, his first. Will Adam gets the first free throw to go. Gives him 3 points on the night. Exactly 1 minute remains on the clock here before halftime. And Will Adam makes it a 40-11 game. Making both free throws. Here comes the Huskies. Inside a minute to go. Working inside out. They get Diaz. Diaz drives left side of the lane. Puts a runner up, and this is good. And Milliken comes back. Top of the key. Stops. Thought about a three. Changes his mind. Passes off to Riley Smith, who does take the three. This is too strong. Rebounded by Highland. Pass all the way up the court to Diaz. He can't handle it. Highland turns it right back over. With 25 seconds left, shot clock is off, and Beacon can take this to the half if they choose. We'll see. McFarland's going to put some pressure on Milliken, so he can't just dribble out time. Milliken, great ball handler, works his way around, and McFarland fouls him. Be the second on McFarland. Third on Highland. Smith has it top of the key. It's Gets it back to Milliken. Milliken working on McFarland. Drives into the lane. Puts up a runner. Gets it to go with 3 seconds on the clock. Highland's going to work quick. McFarland has it. He's going to try a full court shot, and this is an air ball that hits the back wall. So we will head to halftime with the score: Pekin 42, Highland 13.
And we do thank Fremont Funeral Chapel for sponsoring our second quarter. We're going to go to halftime, be back with the second half here in about 10 minutes on Steve Shetler Media. Our halftime sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services. All right, once again, we are at halftime. Our halftime is sponsored by Shetler Insurance Services. You can get a hold of Stacy on the square in Sigourney, 641-636-7744. About a minute and a half away from the third quarter, and our third quarter sponsored by Oski Dental. Schedule your next dental appointment with Dr. Dan Schuster at Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental will file all of your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta dental provider. And Oski Dental is located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. That's Oski Dental, 641-673-4845. We make smiles happen at Oski Dental. Oski Dental sponsoring our third quarter, which is coming up in exactly 1 minute. So far, it's been all Pekin. Cole Milliken and Nolan Brink, or
Glick.
Why was I thinking Brink? I don't know.
I don't know.
Anywho, those have been your two of your top stars on the Pekin basketball team so far in the first half. Again, Oski Dental sponsoring, and Josh Clubb with the play-by-play. Josh, what are your thoughts so far?
My thoughts are just that. Cole Milliken went 6 for 7 from the field, 4 for 4 from beyond the arc for the 16 points. He did pick up a foul, but he also had 3 steals and 2 defensive rebounds. Now, Cole Milliken is not the tallest player on the field or on the court by any way, shape, or form, and just having himself a game thus far. Nolan Glick, same way. I mean, he's 7 for 10 from the field with those 14 points, and peeking out to a big lead here. Elijah Brock from the bench has got 5. Will Adam with 4. Casey Davis has got 2, and Henry Adams got 1. And we are set to start the third quarter. Panthers are going to send the starting 5 out on the floor. Highland will start with the ball. It's McFarland. He's picked up his dribble, throws a deep pass inside, and jumped and taken away by Will Adam. There's out to Henry, right up the floor to Milliken. That's Will. As they're working around the arc. They get Davis in the corner. As they'll reverse the court now to Milliken, who fires a 3, and this is good. Cole Milliken remains flawless from beyond the arc, 5 for 5 with 19 points. Highland looking for an answer. As they reverse court themselves, still working it around. Hazlett's going to drive in, get a shot, does not go. Rebounded by Will Adam. Henry Adam has the left wing. Henry drives left side of the lane. Highland closes the door, so he kicks back out to Will. He sends it inside to Glick. Glick turns and puts a jumper up. He is fouled on his way up. Nolan Glick will go to the line to shoot 2. And Pekin 3 points away from starting the continuous clock. We'll see. Glick can't do it here. Yes, his first free throw is good. Does give Nolan 15. Second one doesn't go. It's a battle for the rebound. Finally gathered in by Highland. Quickly down the floor they come. Moving quickly. Quick passes for the Huskies here to start this third quarter. Inside out. Nobody even showing that they're going to attempt a shot yet. Now a baseline drive by Hazlitt. He gets the door slammed on him. Kicks it back out to McFarland. McFarland tries the back door. Tough shot put up and missed by Horick. I shouldn't say a tough shot. That was a wide open layup that he just hit too strong. They get inside to Glick. Glick puts up fights his way to the basket. Can't get the shot to go. Highland with the rebound. Quickly they come. Baseline drive is blocked by Will Adam. Henry Adam saves it in the corner. He brings him up the floor. Quickly sends it up to Will Adam, who got back down the floor, lays it up in and good. Will Adams got 6. He blocked that shot and sped up the floor. Henry Adam found him. That gives Pekin a 35-point lead, and here's a foul called on Glick. Continuous clock has started. Guess they called out on Will Adam. No, the scores table was initially wrong. It was Nolan Glick. Now another foul. This one is going to be called on Will Adam. Two quick fouls by the Panthers. Huskies get it in. Will Adam tips it. They're able to keep it. Dunbar has it. Sends it right side now to Seifert. Seifert sends it down to the corner. Back door is open. And going up for the shot and missing it too strong was Hazlitt, but he's fouled again. I believe that's Glick. It is. His second, team's third. Beacon picks up 3 fouls in about 10 seconds. Clock does stop for free throws. And Hazlitt misses the front end. Able to get the second one to go. That is the first point of the second half for Highland with 4:56 to go. Will Adam has it. Free throw line. Sends it outside to Henry. Inside to Glick. Glick lays it up in. No good. Ball is loose, and Highland's going to gather it in. Here's a pass down low, and Highland turns it right back over to Pekin. It's the Huskies' 11th turnover. Fair amount of those are unforced as well. 4:26 to go. Continues clock going. Sending it inside. Davis tried to pass to Glick, and it was tipped by Horick. McFarland now from the left wing. Sends it inside. Will Adam able to get a steal. Clears it out to Henry. Henry sends the left wing to Milliken. Fires a three. And he can miss from beyond the arc. His first miss from three. Davis is going to retry a mid-range jumper. This is no good. Will Adam goes up, gets the rebound, and is fouled on his way back up. Nettleson, Will Adam to the line. Second foul on Highland. Will Adam airballs the first free throw. He called that foul on Dunbar. That was his second. Will misses both. 48-14. As the Huskies try a three, and this is off the side of the rim. No good. Rebounded, though, by Horick. Go inside to Hazlitt, and he's fouled by Will Adam. That'll be the fourth on Highland. As Riley Smith is going to check in for Will Adam now. They get it into Horick. He tries to lay up, no good. Rebounded by Henry. Adam going down the floor. He gets the ball poked free from behind. McFarland comes up that goes the length of the floor, and he travels with it. Henry Adam baseline, dribbles all the way through, kicks it outside to Smith, who fires a three, and this is off the mark, rebounded by Highland. Kind of stuck at 48-14 for a while now, 2:30 to go, as Horick's going to try a three. This is no good. Cole Milliken brings it up the floor from the left wing. He sends a pass inside to Glick. Glick can't make the layup. All of a sudden, both teams have gone ice cold. As Hazlitt drives inside, reverses, puts up a tough shot. No good. Almost gets his own rebound, but Henry Adam reaches behind and takes it away. Henry dribbles his way through traffic, sends the left side to Milliken, down to the corner to Smith. Smith tries a baseline drive, kicks it back outside to Milliken. To Henry, inside to Glick. Glick puts up a shot, gets it to go, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Be a third foul on Highland. Call the foul. Number 34. There is not a 34 on the floor. Guessing they meant Horak. That's his second. And Glick able to complete the three-point play. He's got 18 points. Driving right side, losing the handle on it. Coming away with it is Milliken. Milliken sends it up the floor to Henry Adam. Henry Adam dribbles all the way under the net, kicks it outside to Davis. Davis drives from the right wing. No good on that shot. Battle for the rebound. Ends up in the hands of Schneider. Schneider in transition, hands it off to Hazlitt. Hazlitt drives inside, in the lane, gets a runner up. No good. Rebounded by Beacon. Glick gets a jumper up in the lane. This is no good. 51-14, under a minute to play here in the third. Right side, Schneider gets all the way to the baseline, gets in trouble, sends a pass off. Davis takes it away. Gets it up to Milliken. Milliken in transition. Thought about throwing it to Glick down low. Now he does on a bounce pass. Glick right back outside to Milliken, who fires a three, and this is off the mark. Rebounded by Highland. Huskies working around the arc. Inside out. Get backside to Horak. Horak drives inside, then hands it off. That's rolling. Back out to Horak, who fires a three. This is no good. Rebounded by Davis. Davis gets it to Adam. 14 seconds left in the quarter. Henry Adams gonna let a little bit of time wear off, and now he's gonna go. 8 seconds to go. He drives left side lane all alone, lays it up in, and good. Henry Adams got three, and time will expire. Highland won't even attempt a shot. 53-14 is the score as we head to the fourth quarter.
And once again, we thank Oski Dental for being our third quarter sponsor. The fourth quarter is coming up, and it's brought to us by Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
And we thank Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics for sponsoring our fourth quarter, which is set to begin here in about 20 seconds. Pekin boys seem to have this one in hand, 53-14. Of course, be picking the son-in-law services player of the game coming up near the end of this game. Got a few different candidates, I'm sure, that are looking strong, but this fourth quarter is set to begin.
Yeah, and I'm thinking out of probably not a whole lot of this fourth quarter, you're going to see the starters out there. Actually not starting out with many starters out there at all. We're going to have Robert Brown checking into the game, Riley Smith. Elijah Brock is out there. They get it into Smith. Smith, reverse court, kicks it out to Milliken. Milliken to Henry Adam. Henry Adam baseline drive, puts up a tough shot, gets it to go. Pekin held Highland to just 1 point in that third quarter. Didn't really capitalize, though, because they really only put up 11. Here's an air ball runner that is no good. Rebounded by Highland and then tossed back up top, throws it away. Pekin will take back over on the turnover. 7:23 to go and counting. Continuous clock started in that third quarter. Clock will only stop if Highland gets within 25, if somebody's shooting free throws, or if a team takes a timeout. Of course, injuries, too, as Milliken has it left wing. Had a quiet third quarter, but was on fire in the first half. Here's Henry out on right side. Puts up a jumper. This is no good. Battle for the rebound goes to Riley Smith. Smith gets it to Milliken. He fires a three, and this is off the mark. Tipped by Brock into the hands of Smith. Smith lays it up in and good. Riley Smith's first 2 points. Highland looking for their first field goal in the second half. Yes, they're trying to get it here as Henry Adam takes it away. In transition, goes all the way to the basket, lays it up and good. Henry Adams came to life. He's got 7 now. Had just 1 point with 2 minutes to go in that third quarter. As I was just saying, though, Highland has not scored a field goal since the second quarter. Their lone point was a free throw in the third. Here is Diaz, tries to put a runner up, and this hits the rim right into the hands of Robert Brown. Brown sends a pass up. Diaz takes it away. Ball is loose. Diaz gets a runner to go up. He is fouled on the way up by Riley Smith. Smith's first, team's first. And that'll send Diaz to the line. Jared Diaz, a senior, for the Huskies, gets the first shot to go. Now we're going to get Henry Adam, Henry Adam, Riley Smith, and Cole Milliken come out.
And you probably don't recognize him, but Derflinger is in the game.
So yeah, Lathan Derflinger with the new haircut is out on the floor. He's getting some subs in, and Highland able to get their first field goal since the second quarter with 5:15 to go in the game. Brock sends it into Derflinger. Derflinger back outside to Davis. Swinging around, that's Brock. Gets it to Robert Brown. Brown drives on the left wing, loses the handle on the ball. Kicks it right back out to Will Adam. Will drives into the lane. Reverses back out to Elijah Brock. Brock drives. Really trying to force feed it to Derflinger. Lathan Derflinger goes to the rim. Shot is no good. Didn't even touch the rim, but rebounded by Highland. As the Huskies working around the arc, thinking about a three, was Rust. Kicks it out to Diaz. Diaz drives inside, puts a runner up. This is off the front of the rim, rebounded by Derflinger. Derflinger's pass is taken away by Diaz. Diaz's putback is no good. This is rebounded by Brock. Brock brings it up the floor all the way right side, sends it back outside to Brown. Brown's three-pointer is blocked. He catches it, though, on the ground. He's in trouble. He's got to pass it without touching the ground, and a timeout's called by Pekin. First timeout of the game taken by the Panthers. 30-second timeout to conserve the possession. 4:09 to go in this fourth. 59-17.
Keokuk County Hospital and Clinics sponsoring our fourth quarter. And thanks to all of our sponsors on board for Pekin basketball this year. Barn Wired, Fremont Funeral Chapel, Shuttler Insurance Services, Oski Dental, Federation Bank, Helmuth Ford, Son-in-Law Services, ServPro, and Nutrient Ag and Hedrick sponsoring Pekin basketball on Steve Shuttler Media. Again, we'll have these Pekin boys at English Valleys next Thursday. English Valleys boys having a rough year, you could say. So next week's game might possibly be more of the same. We'll have to wait and find out.
Yeah, you never know, though. Towards the end of the year, those teams that struggle, never know if they improve, have a late season surge. We'll see. Here's Robert Brown. Drives inside, kicks it out to Will Adam. Will Adam drives baseline, spins, puts up a shot, and this is no good. Rebounded by Highlands Rust. So we'll see. Both teams getting some reserve players in right now, driving in and putting up a shot. This is no good. Ball being ping-ponged around. Finally, Will Adam grabs it, gets it under control, and he's going to bring him up the floor. Top of the key, sends it left side. Inside to Derflinger. Back in, Brown fires a three, no good. Rebounded by Will Adam. Will Adam's putback is no good. This is rebounded, swatted out of bounds by Derflinger. It's going to stay, or it's going to go back to Pekin. During that timeout, Casey Davis checked out and Carson Comstock came in. Excuse me, it wasn't Davis that checked out. It was Elijah Brock. There's a drive inside. The pass is tipped, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Will Adam. Highland will keep it. Inside 3 to play. There's a pass inside. It's taken away by Comstock initially. Loses the handle on it, then gathers it back in, clears it out, and brings him up the floor. Comstock left wing gets it up top to Will Adam. They swing it around. That's Robert Brown driving inside. Gets the jumper up and no good. Airballs it into the hands of Highland. And now we're going to get Casey Davis is going to come out. And Will Adams going to come out. Mason Dahlstrom checked in.
You're going to have
Well,
to go,
yeah, well,
go
I think-
deep on your...
Number 42, I think, is Brogan Spray, but they do not have him listed on the roster, so they have it listed as number 42. I could be completely wrong about that. But yeah, it's definitely deep into reserves here. Minute 36 to go and counting, as both teams have gone all the way to the bottom of the depth charts, letting the underclassmen get some varsity playing time here. There's Dahlstrom with the 3, and he gets it to go. (62-17), but as far as the main part of the game, when we talk son-in-law services player of the game, I think it just got to go with Cole Milliken. 19 points is what he finished with, but just completely lights out in that first half. 5 for 5 from beyond the arc in the first half. We go inside. Well, let's call him 45 just in case he's not Brogan Spray, but can't get the jumper to go. Highland comes up. Down the floor they come. Going up for a shot and blocked by Dahlstrom, but they're going to say he got a little elbow with that. Give him a foul. Nicole Milliken, 7 for 11 from the field, 5 for 8 from beyond the arc. He picked up 19 points. Nolan Glick had 18. Henry Adams was 7. Henry Adams, 7 points. All but one came in the fourth quarter, so he really turned it on late. Picked up 2 early fouls, so he spent a lot of the first half on the bench. This is Avendano gets a free throw to go and draws a big cheer from the Highland crowd. Angel Avendano listed as a senior. 29 seconds to go. A foul, shooting foul, is going to actually stop the clock. To extend the game time just a little bit. Can't connect on the front end there. Second one missed, rebounded by Highland. 27 seconds to go, shot clock off. And a extremely high pass goes out of bounds. Pekin can inbound it here and don't really have to do anything with it if they don't want other than cross half court. They get it in. Dahlstrom has to come to the backcourt and help. He'll cross half court. Gets it to Derflinger, who fires a 3, and he gets it to go. Lathan Derflinger ends his senior campaign at home with a deep 3. Definitely an inside guy and gets a big ovation from the crowd. Fun way to end that one. Pekin wins 65-18. And is it too late to change my... I'm just kidding.
That's what happens when you get a fancy haircut.
It is.
You make 3-pointers.
Honorable mention for son-in-law services player of the game is Lathan Derflinger.
All right, that'll do it for tonight's broadcast. Again, the Highland girls got the win earlier. Correct, yes. And the Pekin boys get the win in the finale here tonight. So that'll do it. Again, next week we've got Sigourney at Iowa Valley for a girl-boy doubleheader. On Tuesday night, Thursday night, Pekin at English Valleys for a boys game only. I think we'll have the JV and varsity boys games next Thursday. Okay, that will do it for tonight. You guys have a great Friday night, and we'll see you next week with more basketball.